I am the other you. And this is your dream. What is my purpose in life? And why am I living? Just as I am and you are me. Human purpose is something you will understand as you climb higher on the mount of life. As you gain a greater vantage point, you will understand more of the journey itself by looking behind and by being increasingly able to anticipate what is up ahead. Purpose is realized by taking the journey, not by establishing a favorable or fascinating explanation or a definition for oneself. Purpose is not a justification. It does not compensate for anything. Purpose is something that is waiting for you to discover. You can only discover it by taking the journey, by following the way, by learning as you go, and by gaining the greater perspective and understanding that one acquires as one matures in the way of knowledge. Tell me more. You have come from some place and you will return to that place. You have come bearing gifts for the world. Your greater purpose is embodied in this idea. Because of your origin and your destiny, you have something greater to give to the world, something that the world cannot give to you. Your gift is hidden within you like a secret cargo, but you cannot gain access to it until you have advanced. Then it will begin to emerge, slowly and incrementally, all on its own. The impatient, the ambitious, the zealous and the fanatical cannot travel this way, for they cannot abide with a greater journey. They cannot be without definitions or explanations because they are too unstable to do so. Your calling in life is very specific. I am trying as much to stay lucid in this dream. Tell me more on that. Universal timing. It involves engaging with certain people for specific reasons at certain junctures of your life. The greater purpose that you share with everyone is to keep knowledge alive in the world and to bring something from your ancient home into the world. This is a definition that you can abide with because it will not limit you and it will not deceive you, but go no further in your definitions. Allow the manifestation of your purpose to take place naturally, as it will if you follow in the way of knowledge. Your purpose now is to prepare to gain a greater understanding of the world's evolution and the world's destiny. Within this larger context, you will gain a new vantage point for understanding your role in the world and your reason for coming here. How can my life be fulfilled? Your life must be fulfilled. It must be justified. The world is a difficult place to come to. It is not a vacation spot. It is not a place where you are sent for punishment. It is not a place where you are sent for pleasure. It is a place that needs your gifts from your ancient home, and for this reason you have come. Your gifts are very specific, and they can be given without making a great show. Except in rare cases, you will not receive acclaim, glory or fame for giving your gift. This is appropriate. If you could gain a greater understanding of the world and what the world really is, what the world's need is and what the world's predicament is, you would see what a great advantage this is. You would understand why the wise remain hidden and why they must learn to do so even to become wise. What about the Creator? The Creator is at work in all places and in all dimensions, reclaiming the separated through knowledge. God's work goes on behind the scenes, although it is active and quite apparent if you can perceive it. It does not make a show of itself, and, therefore, it receives a minimum of resistance and contamination from the worlds and the cultures that it serves. Knowledge is like that. It works behind the scenes. It does not need recognition. It does not need glorification. It does not need for you to go down to it like a slave. However, it does call to you to respond and to open your mind and your heart to it so that you may reunite with the greater aspect of yourself that bonds you to all life everywhere. Like a parent calling a wayward child back into the family, it calls you back. It calls you home, and as you progress towards it, however unknowingly, it protects you and it guides you. Though most of its gifts go unnoticed and unheeded, its presence and its beneficence are showered upon you nonetheless. This is becoming more amazing. Continue. To find this grace within yourself represents part of your preparation. Your purpose now is to prepare. It is not to make wonderful definitions for your life. It is not to justify your errors. It is not to make everything feel good or look good. Without preparation, your purpose will not be realized. There are many forms of preparation. All of them come from beyond you. If you make your own way, you will lose your way. If you choose only what you like and disregard the rest, then you will stay where you are, lost in your own mind, concealed from life and cut off from the greater movement of life which you are in truth here to serve and to participate in. Your purpose is not to escape the world. Your purpose is not to run home to your Creator. Your purpose is to give what you came here to give, to reunite with those whom you are intended to reunite with, and to contribute all that you have brought with you, that secret cargo that you carry even at this moment. Your purpose begins with preparation. That takes you towards realization and contribution. All the while you are giving. These great stages represent the milestones in your development. Do not think that you have already prepared, for the preparation is much greater than you realize. And the preparation continues. You are here in the world for very specific reasons. They are not your personal reasons. You are here to contribute to and participate in a greater order of reality that exists within the world and beyond the world, and even beyond the physical manifestation of life. How can you determine what that is? If you had access to and understanding of all things, then perhaps you could see and define your own role within it. However, you cannot do that, so do not attempt it, because you will deceive yourself in the worst way. Your purpose now is to prepare. If you must learn greater community knowledge and wisdom, then you must prepare in the greater community way of knowledge. You cannot make this up for yourself. And if you receive the curriculum, do not tamper with it, do not editorialize it, do not select what you like and disregard the rest, or you will not move beyond where you are. It takes a different understanding and a different movement in life to carry you into a greater awareness. With greater awareness comes a greater ability. This all comes from knowledge. Here you are asked to follow, to respond, and to learn the great lessons in discernment, discretion, communication, and affinity. These lessons are inherent in the preparation itself. From the first step to the last, you will be learning these things, and life will be your laboratory. Realize that this preparation is not for you alone. It is to enable you to contribute your gift so that you may complete your service in the world and return to your spiritual family. Here you return with your gift giving, with everything contributed, without anything left undone here. This represents real accomplishment. How few in the world can identify this and claim it for themselves. To really understand your purpose, you must have an understanding of what God is, what the world is, what life force is, and what knowledge is. I am beginning to lose focus on this dream. Yet the messages are strong and I will never forget it. Your purpose is the same as everyone else's. However, your calling is specific. It is a specific set of tasks with specific people and in specific relationships for certain purposes. That is a calling. But for a calling to be genuine, to be real, and to really bear fruit in life, it must be fundamentally based within the greater purpose that you share with everyone. I gotta write this dream down.
Your purpose is the same as everyone else's. However, your calling is specific. It is a specific set of tasks with specific people and in specific relationships for certain purposes. That is a calling. But for a calling to be genuine, to be real, and to really bear fruit in life, it must be fundamentally based within the greater purpose that you share with everyone.
A clear message to me. I have learned a lot just from a simple lucid dream.
Why are the government panicking over our honeymoon?
Probably because they can't cope with the fact we actually was the first to get married on the moon. Soon great suns from many dimensions, great lights will unite together and shine soon over the earth. It will be such a great light that no hand can cover and no darkness can prevail.
I so much believe in the future of humanity uniting as one to the source. I can't stop loving you.
I am grateful to have you in my life.
Through my lucid dreams, I was able to discover something. I asked my other self questions and got responses which I also wrote down.
What was the dream all about?
I was asking my other self my purpose in life. And it did tell me. I just need where to start my journey from.
I had a similar experience with my subconscious mind. And it did tell me to travel far away Africa. And get started. I and Becky are planning on going together. I mean, you can join us.
Oh my God, I never thought of Africa. But that would be an amazing vacation.
I'm feeling nervous about this journey.
Why do you feel that way?